My name is Fabian Echevarria, and I am gay. So my work focuses on the LGBT community, and one project I have consists of the nude male, and that's something that I worried my mom would of course not want to see and then just not really be supportive of, but it's been the opposite. She's completely supportive. She showed up to a show I had recently in the Castro, and she was helping, she was talking to everybody. She had a smile on her face the whole time. She was like really proud to call me her son. She felt like a superstar for a moment, it seemed, and that made me really happy. So when I think about growing up, specifically elementary school and middle school, I remember one guy called me Rainbow, which is so silly now, like it's laughable, but back then when I was terrified of who I was, like not even really sure what was going on, and someone else was kind of calling me out on being gay before I even realized it myself, those are really intense moments. They really do like drag you down. I hated the way I looked, I hated the way I walked, the sound of my own voice. It was sometime in high school that I eventually came out to my parents. A huge weight was lifted off my shoulder, and it wasn't the end of accepting who I was, but it was definitely the start. The more and more I grew to accept myself, the less people's words hurt, but also the less people came for me or attacked me and made fun of something, because at the end of the day, when someone is calling me gay, it used to hurt because I thought that was a bad thing. When I finally realized that it was not a bad thing, that it was completely normal, sometimes even amazing, it's not a word that can hurt you anymore. So I'm really inspired by youngsters that feel free to express themselves in whatever way they please. My little brother specifically, he's 13 years old, and last Halloween, he wanted to be a female character, Amethyst from Steven Universe. I thought it was amazing that he had no concerns about what his friends would think, if he was going to be made fun of, just that he really loved this character, and this is who he was going to be for Halloween. So even after you come out, there's still work to be done within the queer community. We still deal with hierarchies, desirability issues, discrimination. For me personally, growing up gay, we were discriminated against for our sexuality, and it's important to not continue that discrimination within our own community after we've accepted our sexuality. It's important to accept people of all races, of all genders, whatever the unknown, with things that you're not familiar with. People accept us for who we are, and it's important for us to accept all other people for who they are too. I think it's important to be informing LGBT youth that it's okay to be yourself, to step out of the closet, to be proud of who you are. But I think it's also really important to understand that there is young people out there who may not be in circumstances where they are able to come out, where it's safe. There's people at risk for being kicked out. There's people at risk of harm, unfortunately. And it's important to understand that the circumstances are different for everybody. Just recognizing and being there for people who may not have those circumstances, and listening to them. And if you are in a position to come out, do it. You might just inspire someone around you, and you'll be a lot happier for it too.